Hi everyone, welcome to New Finance and welcome to another video on Ethereum Classic ETC. And today, it was painful if you've been an investor and you invested when it was quite high. But congrats if you were someone who were waiting on the sidelines, waiting for a big move to happen like it did today in order to get some skin in the game. Or if you believe in this coin in the long term, I'm sure you held on and you're in it for the long term, just like I am as well. So in this video, what I want to discuss is some technical price analysis to kind of figure out why ETC dropped 14% today and then recovered back to above $100 after testing $91 at its lowest point today. And also look at the market as a whole in order to perhaps make sense of why ETC performed the way it did today. And also in this video, I want to cover an article that covers key resistance and support lines to watch for the coming days and weeks, and also another article that covers a little bit about this coming quarter, this quarter, specific quarter ending end of June, highlighting more interest to come into ETC due to ETCG, which is an investment fund by Grayscale, that have to cover the investors in that investment fund have to cover their positions, increasing the demand for ETC and a potential spike in the price coming before end of the quarter. So if all of that sounds good to you, and if you're not subscribed already, it will help me out a lot if you guys please subscribe and give this video a like, and also follow us on Instagram at New Finance Lifestyle and DM us with your portfolio for a chance to be featured in the future videos as well. So first of all, I want to look at ETC itself on Coin Market Cap, currently trading at $105 and a 24-hour low of about 92. I'm currently in this chart. I'm looking at the Coinbase price. So on this Coinbase, it did hit around $91.5. So a 24-hour low of 92 and 129 at its high. However, volume is up today by 6.7%, and market dominance is reduced to 0.52%, and with market rank going down by a position today as well to 17th. Um, and then having a closer look at the market as a whole today, when the price of ETC dropped by 14%, at the same time Bitcoin dropped by about 4 to 5%, and the whole market reacted in the similar fashion, with most of the coins dropping about 5 to 10% in their price. Um, so uh, that having seen other coins do a similar performance in their price after Bitcoin dropped by 5% doesn't worry me too much about Ethereum Classic, especially the fact that it has recovered and is trading nicely within this within these lines. And in the other videos, if you watched, if you were with us, it was all the way through, it was trading nicely within these resistance and support line. However, today when it did drop, it broke that and currently is trying to test this resistance and hopefully break above it. So moving on to the article that I want to cover, the first one is from FX Street from Akash Grimath, and he goes to say Ethereum Classic price prediction: Ethereum returns a retracement to continue as bulls flee. Ethereum Classic price has seen a 35% decline after setting up a new high at $179.83 on May 6th. This pullback is likely to continue until the immediate demand barrier extends from 86.62 to around $99 $47. If the buyers scoop ETC at a discount here, an upswing might be possible. Ethereum Classic price shows a correction that indicates exhaustion of bullish momentum. The recruitment, uh, um, the retracement, sorry, could eye a reversal at areas of interest mentioned above. So at these areas, it actually nicely in between this range that he is given, it dipped and then it did recover. So Ethereum Classic price shows a full-blown reversal after setting up a new high at this price of all-time high. Um, and also, he goes on to talk about this 6 hour chart where 4 to 1 um, candles indicating a bearish move to the downside. Um, but however, he's also got some bullish potential for ETC as well that I want to highlight as well. So this setup forecasts a 1 to 4 candlestick correction, which is already in play. As you can see, since we hit the top, there's a 1 to 4 correction going downwards so far on the 6 hour chart. And then he goes on to say this downswing helps the buyers recuperate and allows them to purchase ETC at a discount. One such area is the demand zone that ranges from 86 to 99, which is roughly 15% away from the current price. If sellers breach this level, ETC will drop to the next area of support that stretches from 72 to 81. So if we do break 86, then the next support line to watch is around 71 and 81. Um, and here the buyers will have another opportunity to restart the bull run for Ethereum Classic. So and then he goes on to say this drop isn't bearish per se. It is a dip caused by investors blocking profits. If most such market participants exit their positions, sideline investors would likely scoop up Ethereums at a discount price. So people taking profits gives us on the sidelines an opportunity to pick up Ethereum at a discount price. So if you are someone waiting patiently and you want to be smart with your money and make decisions to buy when it does crash so rapidly, then and especially when people are taking profits rapidly, then you can benefit as a investor as well. Therefore, assuming a bounce from the closest demand zone, ETC could surge 16% to tag the resistance level at 116. So, uh, having surged from the 91 low that is set today, it could surge to back to 116, and we're already trading at $105. If this wall is shattered at 116, another 10% upswing could propel ETC to $127. So in terms of the upside momentum, I would say to watch 116, and then if that's broken, an upside to 127 is likely, and then after that, even if that's shattered, then the local resistance, $135 is the next one to watch. But it all means, I think people that make big money in these cryptos are people that are patient with their money and wait for opportunities like this where there's a rapid fall in the price of ETC and then waits for a rise to perhaps take profits above here, or for the long term instead of buying up here when the hype is huge and everyone wants to buy. um, so, and then he goes on to close with, however, if the correction breaches 72.31, it would invalidate the bullish scenario. In such a case, Ethereum Classic could drop 34% to test the resistance level at $47. So um, if we do break 72, we are looking at another, it could fall down all the way back to $47. This is why I want you guys to do your own research, looking at the bullish scenario and the bearish scenario and being prepared for both, and being able to, at the bullish scenario to sell and take profits, and when it does dip, to test these support lines again to to get some more skin in the game and hopefully ride it up and take profits once more. So the next article that I want to touch on is from CoinDesk, that talks about ETC and the Grayscale investment fund that they have, and it goes to starts off as Ethereum Classic, a sibling of Ethereum blockchain's native cryptocurrency, could see steady demand until the end of the third quarter, according to David Gritter, a strategist at investment research firm Fund Strat. So, out of everything, I've highlighted this paragraph, which kind of summarizes this whole article, which says many of these same shareholders are now finding themselves in need of covering their ETC uh, denominated loans. He wrote, this means that these same investors who borrowed ETC to contribute to the trust must now sell ETCG shares and buy back ETC in the spot market to repay these loans. So investors that contributed towards ETCG um, uh, are in a short, in need of ETC and will be buying before the end of the quarter in order to cover those positions. So therefore, the demand to cover borrowed positions has likely contributed to an increase in ETC price, but note the fact that this is to continue until at least end of this quarter. So um, we could have more rallies coming our way. So I think there is still a bid to cover that could still last until the end of quarter three. It could provide some steady demand for ETC, and this kind of ties in nicely with what we've been seeing with ETC consolidating at price levels. I know even though it has been dropping in a long term, but seeing consolidations like this, it means there's a steady demand for the coin, and hopefully